Dear students, welcome to Financial Management class. So we are in the fifth module, short-term financing and investment decision. It's a working capital. So working capital means what? Day-to-day expenses. Means for operations, while producing a product, converting to raw material to finished goods, what are the process we have? So what is the time? How much amount we have to spend, and how many days it will take to complete this process. This is what we are studying in working capital. Okay, previously we have studied working capital cycle. So how many, there are different stages, so we have calculated how many days it will take and what is the total working capital requirement. So that is one type of problems that we can calculate working capital requirement. So there is a one more type is by using current assets and current liabilities. So by using this also we can calculate working capital requirement. Under this, we have two concepts of working capital. Gross working capital, we have net working capital. So these two we have to calculate. Gross working capital means only assets. So only total of assets we will take. It's a net working capital means current assets minus current liabilities. If you minus current assets minus current liability, so you will get net. So net working capital is nothing but working capital requirement. So estimation of components of current assets and current liabilities. So what are the items will come under current assets and current liabilities? So for in working capital, before starting production, we'll estimate how much amount we will spend for this operations, and according to that we can borrow loan from short-term loans. We can arrange for that. So for that only, before starting a production, before only we will calculate how much days it will take and how much money we required for working capital. So under estimation of current assets, so first we have to calculate what are the items will comes under current assets. Investment in raw materials inventory means raw material inventory means what? It's in raw material. From buying, we have to buy raw material from others. So that is under this it will come. Raw materials will come. And work in progress. So in working capital cycle, these are the stages we had. The same thing will come. So first is raw material, then work in progress. So you have started to produce that product using that raw material. Then we have finished goods. Investment in debtors. Debtors means what? If you after producing this product, if you sell that, if the buyer is not means the customers, they are the customers because they are buying goods from us, so they are the customers, but they are not give money on time. So later on credit basis they will buy. So later they will give the money. But in current assets, if it is money means money is occurring, and in the future if it is going to occur, that we have to take. Investment in debtors means what? Debtors is a person who is liable to pay some money to the company, but in a short period of time. And cash and bank balance we have. If you have kept some cash balance or bank balance in the bank, that we can take. So these are the total, means what are the items will come under current assets. If it is any prepaid expenses, that means prepaid expenses means what? Before it's not occurred, it's going to occur in the future. So we have paid. So that also comes under current assets. So while doing the sums, these are the main items we have to consider. If there is any expenses or incomes, that we can put. While solving the problem, that I will explain. So estimation of current liabilities. So in the current liabilities, what are the items will come? Trade creditors means if the company buys goods from the supplier, so we want a raw material, but on time we are not able to pay that money, but we will say that after 2 months we will pay that. So we are borrowed on credit basis. So after 2 months or 3 months, we will repay that. In the future, we have to pay that money to the creditors. That is called trade creditors. Direct wages means we have to pay wages to this employees, means workers. For that, if there is if you have not paid still now, but it's outstanding, then we have to take that. So overheads means what? While finished goods, all the heads we have, no, in the after finishing the goods we have to sell that product. So they are selling and distribution, many things will come. So that is called overhead. Means overhead means different department, what are the they are going to spend that money for that. So that is called overhead. So these are the items will comes under current liabilities. Any other expenses, no, while doing the problem we can conclude. So these are the main items we have in the current assets and current liabilities. Okay. Next, statement of working capital estimate. So the same item what I have explained in the previous slide, no, the same thing I have put in the format type, though this is the format you have to follow while doing the problem. So particulars to amount column will come. Okay, estimation of current assets. First we will calculate what is current asset. Means what are the items will come under current assets. Raw material. So raw material we have. Next, work in progress. So in the work in progress, no, we have to consider raw material, full cost, labor and overhead, because in the work in progress raw material, no, by buying the means you have to buy that raw material and we have to keep in the company, but for that no other expenses, only raw material will come. But in work in progress, no, we have to use raw material and labors also we need, and different heads also we have. So different main department will work under this means while producing this product, no, if they're producing any means desk or table or chair, no, for the desk they will do separate department, chairs separate department, so that is an overheads. So each department they will spend, no, that is called overhead. So under work in progress we have to spend money for raw material, we have to include raw material, labor and overhead. All three we have to use under work in progress. So next, finished goods. So from work in progress to finish to complete this product, no, so finished goods, we have to here also we have to consider raw material, labor and overheads. Three also we have to consider. Next we have debtors. So debtors is the person, means in the future they will give money to to the company. So here also we have raw material, labor and overhead. So cash balance. So these are the 5 items we have in the current assets. So these are the means in work in progress, finished goods and debtors only. 3 raw material, labor and overhead, all the expenses will come. So how to calculate, no, that I will explain in while doing the sums. So first here you just concentrate raw material, work in progress, finished goods, debtors and cash balance. So this is in total current assets. So if you add all this, no, calculate, if you add all, no, you will get total current assets, means gross working capital you can calculate. So it's clear, students. So this is in continuation of that. So B. So A is estimation of current assets, B is a estimation of current liability. This is only one statement. I have splitted from one slide for current assets and one slide is current liabilities. So under this, no, we have creditors. So creditors means who? Means we have to give money to them, no. So if it is creditors, no, on what basis we have to calculate, means on the raw material. So because creditors means who? It's supplier. We have borrowed money, means we have brought raw material from the suppliers, means creditors, but we have not paid still, but in the future we are going to pay some money to them. So always creditors is depends on raw material. And any other expenses or overheads if they given, it's labor. Labor means what? In labor expenses, if there is any expenses, no, that we have to take. So under this only 4 items will come: creditors, expenses, overheads and labors. So this is a total current liabilities. This is the total of B. So working capital means what? A minus B. So total current assets minus total current liabilities. A minus B is a means working capital. If they given contingency, no, that we have to add, then we will get net working capital requirement. So this is an amount, total amount required for working capital required. So much amount we need for producing this, to complete this process. So it's clear, students, how to do the statement of working capital estimation. So these are the items will come, main items. Okay. So note. So if it is monthly, no, if we have already calculated working capital cycle, no, how many days it will take. If it is monthly, if they given means we have to divide, means we have to multiply month divided by total months. Means if it is monthly, no, divided by 12 we have to do. If it is weekly, no, divided by 52. So in a year, no, there is only 12 months, 52 weeks, and daily if they given means 360 days we have to consider. So this is the only note according to information what they have given, no, according to that we have to calculate. Okay, now I will explain with an illustration for from the following data prepare a statement showing working capital requirement for the year 2021. So now we are in the 2020, for next year we are going to produce in 2021 how much we need, we have to working capital, how much we need we will estimate in advance. So estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units. So 52 weeks means what? Now I will explain with an illustration for, okay. From the following data, prepare a statement showing working capital requirement for the year 2021. So we are in the now in 2020. So next in the coming year, no, next year, we are going to produce some product. So how much working capital we need for 2021, that we are estimating now. Okay. Estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units. So 52 weeks. So next year, no, we are planning to produce a product, total units is 1,30,000 units we are going to produce in the next year. So they have given 52 weeks. So we are calculating by using weeks. So 52 weeks. Okay, next we have cost of raw material is 2 weeks. Means in the working capital cycle, no, we have calculated how many stage, means raw material, work in progress, finished goods, debtors, creditors and all we have calculated, no, how many days it will take, but there we have used different formula. But here they have given already directly, they have given how many days it will take. Means stock of raw material, it will take 2 weeks. So from to buy that product, no, raw material, it will take only 2 weeks. So we have to consider only 2 weeks we have to take into consideration. And material in process is 2 weeks. Means what? The work in process means the process means what? Work in progress. To start by using that raw material, you know, we have start producing this product. It will take 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and 50% of wages and overheads are incurred. Means what? The means wages and overheads they have given, no, means the wages and overheads, no, we have utilized only 50% of workers and overheads. We have not calculated completely. So while calculating work in progress, no, so in this raw material, no, only raw material will come. It's a work in progress. Previously we have saw in the table, no, means working capital, we have to consider raw material, labor and overheads. Labor means what? Wages. For wages only means for labors only we have to pay wages. So we have to consider that, no. 3 also we have to consider. In the wages and overheads we have utilized only 50% of employees. Remaining 50% we have used for some other purpose. Okay. For that, no, only we have to take only 50%. So next is third point is finished goods remains in a storage is 2 weeks. So finished after producing this product, no, in the finished goods stage, it will stay at means a company, no, only 2 weeks it will be in the company. Creditors is 2 weeks. Means creditors means what? We have to pay money to them. Because we have borrowed raw material from the suppliers, but we have not paid now. So in the future we are going to pay. So we it is current liabilities. It will comes under current liability, but it will take 2 weeks. So debtors is 4 weeks, because debtors means what? We have sold the goods for customers, but they have not paid. But in the future they will give money to me as company. So it will take 4 weeks. It's in current assets. Outstanding wages and overheads is 2 weeks each. So outstanding means what? We have not paid, but in the future we have to pay. That is called outstanding. Means outstanding expenses always will come under current liabilities. Selling price per unit is rupees 15. Analyze of cost per unit is as follows. So means cost per unit, raw material per unit they have given, labor they have given, overheads and profit they have given. So by using this information, no, we have to prepare working capital requirement. So before this is an statement of working capital. So this is a statement in the curve. First we will calculate current assets total. So in this raw material, work in progress, three expenses we have to consider. In finished goods also 3 expenses. In debtors also 3 expenses, cash balance and total assets. So first, while calculating individually, we have to take total units for raw material. What is the total unit we are going to produce, that we have to take, and time in each also we have to take the time, how many days or weeks or months it will take, and cost per unit also we have to get. These three if you multiply, you will get total value of that. Okay, first we'll consider raw material. So raw material we have from this question, we'll see only the raw material we need. Means under raw material stage, how to calculate working capital requirement. So estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units they have given. So total unit we are going to produce is 1,30,000 units. So we got unit. And next we have to calculate time. Means raw material. In the second point they have given stock of raw material is 2 weeks. So it will stay in the company only for 2 weeks. Time also we have taken. Next we have to calculate per unit. So in the table, they have given raw material is rupees 5 per unit. So 5 rupees per unit they have given. So raw material also we have got. By using these three information, so in the estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units. Raw material, this is the second point. Raw material, stock of raw material is 2 weeks they have given, and material in process it's in work in progress. This is in second step. So this is in per unit also they have given. So first we will calculate current assets. Under current assets, first item is raw material. So here, we have to multiply number of units into time, number of units into per unit, and into time we have to calculate. How to calculate means estimated unit is 1,30,000 units into per unit value is 5 rupees. So if you multiply 1,30,000 into 5, you will get some total value, means total value of raw material you will get. But we have to but it will stay in the company only for 2 weeks, so we have to multiply 2 divided by 52. So if in 52 weeks, we will consider only 2 weeks. So this is the formula for calculating raw material. So 1,30,000 into 5. If you calculate, you will get total raw material you will get. So into time also we have to consider, it's only 2 weeks. 2 divided by 52. If it is month, month divided by 12 we have to calculate. So here we have to consider by weeks. So 1,30,000 into 5 into 2 divided by 52. If you calculate this, you will get total 25,000 is your raw material. You have to spend this for raw material. Total amount you have to spend for raw material. So it's clear, students, how to calculate. Next we have work in progress. The first stage is raw material, then we have to go for work in progress. So in the work in progress we have raw material. In work in progress, raw material we have to consider a full cost. If it is 50% used also, but we have to consider raw material as full cost. So how to do? So in this raw material work in progress, first we will calculate what is the raw material cost in work in progress. So in the what is the formula? The same formula, units number, total number of units into per unit into time. So in first we have to consider raw material. So in the adjustment, they have given stock of raw material is 2 weeks and material in work process is 2 weeks. So work in progress also 2 weeks they have given. So work in progress also it will take only 2 weeks. So how many weeks they have given? Under work in progress, all the raw material, labor and overhead, all we have to take the same raw material, and same time we have to take, but per unit value only it will differ in this work in progress. So first we'll calculate raw material. So raw material is 1,30,000 units into 5, because the raw material per unit is 5 rupees. So into work in progress time duration is only for 2 weeks. So 2 divided by 52. So I have taken in inner column. So 25,000. So next is direct labor. So direct labor is same formula, 1,30,000 units into, in the table, no, means in the working note they have given labor has 3 per unit they have given. So we have 1,30,000 into 3 we have to multiply, and time duration in work in progress is 2 weeks they have given. So 2 divided by 52. So this is the total labor, but they have given in the working note 50 percentage of wages and overheads are incurred, because we have utilized only 50 percentage of labor and overhead we have utilized. So into 50 percentage we have to multiply, because we have utilized only 50 percentage, no. So 1,30,000 into 3 into 2 divided by 52 into 50 percentage, if you calculate, no, you will get 7,50,000. So this is a total direct labor you need for work in progress. Next we have overheads. So overhead also is 1,30,000 into, but in the adjustment they have given overhead is 2 per unit. So we have considered only 2. So 1,30,000 into 2 into work in progress time is 2 divided by 52 into 50 percentage, because here 50 percentage wages and labor are incurred. So labor also 50%, overheads also 50%. So 50% if you calculate, no, 5,000. So total work in process, no, how many cost you need for the under this stage, means a work in progress under this, no, how much cost you required, means 37,500. So total of that. So it's clear, students. First you listen all the problem. First you solve this all this. Then if you have any doubt, no, you can contact me. Okay, third means the second next stage is finished goods. The third point is finished goods. Okay. So under finished goods also we have raw material, labor and overheads we have. So here we will consider only the finished goods. So here means same thing, units, cost per unit and time we have to take. So first point is full of units that we need. Second point is already over labor and work in progress. Third point they have given us finished goods remain in storages for 2 weeks. So finished goods also it will be in the companies only for 2 weeks. So time they have given 2 weeks, and units also 1,30,000, and cost per unit also they have given here. So estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units, and finished goods remain in the storages for 2 weeks. So here, no, we have already calculated what is the total value of raw material is 25,000. Work in progress is 37,500. So students, this is the same means one format. Individually we have to calculate, but here is no space. That's why I am removed all the steps. Only final answer I have taken. But while solving, no, write all the three points. Okay, in the finished goods, no, we have finished goods, it will take 2 weeks. So we have to calculate raw material, labor and overhead. In the finished goods, no, we will not use that 50 percentage used or unused. It will not come. Only in work in progress it will take. In the finished goods, no, we have to take all. So first we'll consider raw material. The same formula, number of units into per unit into time. So 1,30,000 into 5. So finished goods remains in the storage for 2 weeks. So into 2 divided by 52. So if you calculate, 25,000 is your raw material. Next we have labor. Labor also they have given, means 1,30,000 into per unit is 3 per unit they have given, into 2 divided by 52 is 15,000. Overheads also the same thing, 1,30,000 into 2 divided by 52 is 10,000. If you add all three, no, you will get total 50,000. So in your finished goods, no, you need, it will take 2 weeks, but you need 50,000 amount you need for completing this stage. So it's clear, students, how to calculate this. So next we have debtors. So in debtors also we have raw material, labor and overheads. So in this, no, we have to debtors, no, means fifth point. They have given debtors as 4 weeks. So already we know out number of units is 1,30,000 units, and time also they have given 4 weeks, and all the per unit also they have given. But means debtors means what? From us, no, the customers has borrowed money, means purchased goods from us, but they have not paid, but in future they will pay money to us. So that is what debtors. For if it is credit or cash, we don't know, because here they have not given, means means it is in credit purchase, credit sale or cash sale. So if it is the cash, no, we have to minus cash only, we have to consider credit, but here they have not mentioned anything. So 100% we will consider it as a credit sale. Okay, so if they mention in this note how to do, I will explain while doing the problem. So only in the creditors we'll assume, if there were no information given, like how the sale has happened, so here we will consider 50 all 100% is credit sale. So estimated output for the year is 1,30,000. Debtors they have given 4 weeks. The same formula you have to use. Raw material 1,30,000 into 5 per unit into 4 weeks they have given 4 divided by 52. Labor also in 1,30,000 into 3 into 4 divided by 52. Overheads they have given 1,30,000 into 2 into 4 divided by 52. So this is a total debtors 1 lakh you need. So next fifth point is cash balance. So raw material we have found, work in progress we have found, finished goods, debtors, and final is cash balance. So in this problem, no, they have not given any details about cash balance in the company or at bank, or cash we don't have, because they have not given. So it's a nil. So it's a nil. So till debtors will calculate, and total, if you add all the outer column, no, it's a raw materials 25,000, work in progress is 37,500, finished goods is 50,000, debtors is 1 lakh. So your total current assets is 2 lakh 12,500. So your total gross working capital is 2 lakh 12,500 you need. So next we'll go for current liabilities. So in current liabilities, no, this is the format. Creditors we have, expenses, overheads, labor we have. So in this, no, first we'll go for creditors. So for creditors means what? Always we have to we have to give money to them. So we have borrowed raw material from suppliers, but we have not paid on the time, but later we'll pay. Always the creditors depends on raw material. So means estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units. Creditors they have given 2 weeks. So always creditors is on raw material. So 1,30,000 into 5. So per unit is 5 into 2 weeks they have given 2 divided by 52. So if you multiply that, you will get 25,000 is the total creditors. So next we have expenses, overheads, and labor we have. So remaining, what are the information they have given? Second point we have completed, it's raw material and work in progress. Third point is finished goods done. Fourth is creditors also done. Fifth point is debtors also done. Sixth point is outstanding wages and overheads is 2 weeks. So outstanding means what? We have not paid now, but in the future we are going to pay. Outstanding means what? Means we have to pay, but we have not still paid. In the future, no, we are going to pay that wage expenses. So it's in outstanding expenses always comes under current liabilities. So outstanding wages and overheads they have given. So remaining selling price per unit is, means that is in sales they have given, but we will not consider here as a sales. So means all the point is over, only sixth point is remaining, that is outstanding wages and overheads is 2 weeks, means overheads. So here no expenses they have given, overheads is 2 weeks they have given. So overheads means what? means 1,30,000 units into per unit of overhead is 2 per unit they have given. So that I am taken into overheads, it will take 2 weeks of time. So 2 divided by 52 is 10,000. So next we have labor. Means labor, for them what we have to pay, it's in wages. For employees, no, we have to pay wages, no, that only outstanding wages they have given. Under labor, no, it will come. So same thing, labor means 3 per unit they have given. So 1,30,000 into 3 into 2 divided by 52 is 15,000. So here creditors is done, overheads is done, and labors also is done. It's in total current liability. If you add all three, no, 25,000, 10,000 and 15,000, so you will get 50,000 as current liabilities. So net working capital, because here they have not given any contingency. So we will directly take net working capital is A minus B. So A minus B is 2,12,500 is the total current assets minus total current liability is 50,000. So 1,62,500 is your net working capital requirement. So you can make a note. So the company's net working capital required for the 2021 is 1,62,500 they required. So this is how you can calculate net working capital. It's clear, students? So if you have any doubt, no, you can contact me. So it's clear, students, how to calculate. So listen properly, means try to work out in the rough paper first and then you write in the notebook. So it will be easy. So it's in illustration 5 that this one I have given in for an assignment. From the following information, you are required to estimate net working capital, raw material, labor, overheads they have given, excluding depreciation they have given. So if it is including depreciation, no, we have to minus depreciation in the overhead. So excluding, so already they have given. So no need to include again. So raw material in stock is 6 weeks. So raw material stage, no, current assets 6 weeks they have given. Okay. Work in progress, VIP means work in progress, assume 50% completion. So in the work in progress, no, we have raw material, labor and overheads. For raw material, no, always we have to assume is full percentage, 100%. Work only on labor and overheads, no, we have to use only 50%. So here, no, they have 2 weeks they have given. So 50% also they have given. Finished goods also, raw material, labor and overheads we have to take for 4 weeks. Credit allowed by suppliers means what? Suppliers means who? Suppliers means creditors, because suppliers means we have borrowed raw material from suppliers, but they have given credit, means we have not paid money now, but in the future we are going to pay. So credit allowed by suppliers is current liabilities, so we have to pay money to them in the future. So suppliers means, always see, suppliers means as a creditors. Credit allowed by debtors means what? The customers. We have given credit to the customers, but they have not paid on time, but later they are going to pay. That is current. Debtors means current assets. Cash at bank is expected to be 75,000. So cash balance also they have given, it's a current asset. Selling price is 800 per unit they have given. Output, so total output is 52,000 units we have to going to produce in the next year. So these are the units also they have given, time also they have given, per unit also they have given. Assume that production is sustained at an even space during the 52 weeks of the year. So here also they have given all the points related to weeks. So you have to multiply how many weeks it will take divided by total weeks is 52 weeks. So try to solve this problem, students. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. So it's in illustration 6, and this is in illustration 6. This also you have to, if you want, you can try once. Management of XY Limited seeks your assistance on assessing the working capital requirement for the activities of 1 lakh units of output for the year. So the company is going to produce 1 lakh units in the next year. The cost of details of products are as follows. So raw material, labor, overheads, profit, selling price, all per unit they have given. In order to assume smooth flow of production, 2 months raw material inventory to be held in the store. What here, no, they have given considered all months they have given. So here, no, we should not consider as a week, here we have to consider as a month. If it is raw material, so first point is full of raw 2 months raw material inventory to be held in the store, means what? Raw material stage. So raw, your means per unit how much they have given? 1 lakh they have given into means total units 1 lakh into raw material per cost per unit is 20 rupees. So into 20, if you multiply, you will get 20 lakhs. 2 months they have given, so into 2 divided by 12. So if you calculate that formula, you will get total value of raw material stage, how much amount you required for that stage. Okay, next we have finished goods remains in the stores for 1 month they are given. So here they have given finished goods. So finished goods is 1 month they have given. So per total units also they have given, time also they have given, per unit. In the finished goods, no, we have to consider raw material, labor and overheads. All three we have to consider, no. Okay. Next we have credit allowed for purchase of raw material is 1 month. Means credit allowed for purchase of raw material is 1 month, means what? We have purchased a raw material but they have given 1 month credit, means what? It's a creditors, because we have borrowed money, we have borrowed raw material, but after 1 month we are going to pay that money to them. So it means creditors, current liabilities, credit allowed by for customers for 2 months. So we have sold the goods to customers, but they told after 2 months I will give money. So it's in debtors. So it's a current assets. Cash balance to be remained as 25,000. So current assets, cash balance also they have given. Lag in payment of overhead is 1 month. Means what? Means lag in payment of overhead is 1 month they have given. So lag in payment means what? We have not paid, but in future we have to pay that money. So overhead expenses they have given, 1 month also they have given. So it is in current liabilities. Overheads is there, no, that there it will come. So here they have given raw material, finished goods, but they have not given work in progress in this problem. So you should not consider work in progress. We have to, first is raw material, in the current assets, no, raw material, finished goods, debtors and cash balance. Only 4 items will come here. And for creditors, no, for current liabilities, no, creditors and lag in payment of overheads, only 2 items will come. So if you do calculation, if you do calculation on that current assets minus current liability, you will get total or net working capital requirement. Try to solve this problem, students. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.